Horn Creek Living Historical Farm is one of a number of historic sites operated by the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources. And we're using the former Hooser family farm owned by Thomas and Charlotte Hooser to showcase typical middle-class farm life. Part of that, we're not only restoring the structures that the Hooser family had here, but also raising the same breeds of livestock and the same varieties of fruits and vegetables. The site is also home to the Southern Heritage Apple Orchard, where we have 400 different varieties of old southern apples that are on the brink of extinction.
In the orchard we have 800 total trees and 400 different varieties, and they're all southern heirlooms. Each tree is different. We have a mate. We have them in two different forms. They're free forms, such as the ones we're standing beside of, and then we have espalier trees that are kept trimmed and they only get 6 or 7 feet tall. We're just trying to keep these varieties alive and in circulation. These trees are all grafted. You have to graft apple trees to get a known variety. If you want, say, for instance, black twig, you have to take a cutting off of a black twig tree and graft it. And so this is a cleft graft, is the type that I use. And so I took a cutting during dormancy off of a black twig tree, and then I've grafted it, inserted it into this root stock. And you can see my union here. It's very important to preserve these old varieties because we've just got a small percentage left of what our forefathers had, say, 150 years ago.
In terms of the livestock, the Hoosers were raising sheep. They also had goats, they had mules. They also had Dominique chickens and Rhode Island chickens, Pearl Guineas, and then the dogs that we have are the same as they had at that time period. And of course, a lot of cats to keep the mice down. Thomas Hooser's ancestors came over in the late 1600s, and in 1830 Thomas's mother and father came out to this area and started with a 100-acre farm, and what they were looking for was rich bottom land along the Yadkin River. Horn Creek's an important place to come to visit because it showcases the lifestyle of typical everyday people. People like my great-grandparents who had to work hard on the farm to make a living. It's also important because so many of our state's people are no longer farming, and farming was very important to the establishment of the state.
Horn Creek Farm is at 308 Horn Creek Farm Road in Pinnacle. That's in Surry County. And like all of our state historic sites, it's open Tuesday through Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Admission to Horn Creek Farm is free. For more information, give them a call at 336-325-2298 or go online to nchistorocscites.org.